Low inventory and high consumer confidence continue to push property values in San Ramon this week. I'm Tony with Clarkson Santoro, and this is our real estate update for the week of Friday, June 9th. In this series, we update you on the latest trends that are occurring in our real estate market here in San Ramon. Using our more than 50 combined years of experience helping clients buy and sell homes, we explain what those trends mean for you as a homeowner or as someone who is looking for a house that you will love to call home. The current inventory is 19 homes, which is down from 24 last week. The average asking price of those homes was $2,734,000, which is up from last week's average of $2,479,000. 9 homes asking an average of $2,010,000 went pending this week. That is more pending homes than last week's number of 7, with a higher average asking price from last week's $1,735,000. And a total of 9 homes sold this week with an average sales price of $1,750,000. That average price was down from last week's average of $2,055,000. And the total number of sold homes was higher than last week's 8. Now that we have analyzed the market's performance over the past week, let's delve into the broader trends that provide insights into its health, overall health, and potential future direction. Before we proceed, if you find this information valuable, we encourage you to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future updates. And why not share this with a friend too? Everyone deserves to be in the know about their local market. All right, let's take a closer look at those market indicators, shall we? We witnessed a noteworthy decrease in inventory this week, with the number of homes on the market dropping from 24 to a mere 19. This decline becomes even more striking when compared to last year's figures at the same time, when the inventory stood at a substantial 80 homes and was on the rise. The stark contrast reveals that our current inventory is 4.2 times lower than it was last year, resulting in a scarcity of available homes. Consequently, this scarcity has led to intense bidding wars and a surge in multiple offers. However, there is a glimmer of hope for home shoppers on the horizon, as there is a significant number of coming soon homes in the pre-market, which might provide a modest boost in the available homes in the upcoming weeks. The impact of the dwindling inventory is evident in the market turnover rate, which is skyrocketed to 168% of the normal rate. Comparatively, last year at the same time, the market had cooled significantly with a turnover rate of only 35% of normal, signifying that homes were being sold 3 times slower than a usual market rate. The contrast between the 2 years is striking, highlighting the significant changes that have occurred. Last year, we experienced a notable surge in property values during the spring, only to witness a subsequent crash in late spring and summer. However, this year, property values have been steadily increasing without the dramatic jumps or declines we saw previously. The market has shown a more stable and gradual growth in values. Continuing the trend that we witnessed over the past few weeks, we observed yet another substantial increase in closing values, surpassing the asking price. This week, the average amount by which homes were sold over the list price was nearly $100,000. In percentage terms, this translates to about 5.5% above the list price, far exceeding the standard deviation we typically see, which ranges between 2% above and below the asking price. Remarkably, this trend of homes consistently selling over the asking price has been ongoing since the beginning of the year, with January marking its inception. Now, almost 6 months later, this extraordinary run of strength in the market continues to persist. While there was a slight dip in the average sales price this week, amounting to a decrease of about $17,000 or less than 1%, it's important to note that this drop primarily reflects a higher number of lower-priced homes that closed during the week. This decrease in value does not necessarily indicate a broader trend in the market. To gain a better understanding of the overall trajectory, we can examine the 30-day rolling average of pending homes, which provides a clearer picture. Based on this analysis, it is evident that the property values are likely to experience a substantial increase in the coming weeks, possibly exceeding the $2 million mark. This projection aligns with the prevailing market conditions and indicates a positive outlook for the future values in the near future. And there is more positive news to report as the equity market for the Silicon Valley-based tech firms saw a gradual improvement in the value, rising approximately 2% this week. Although that's not a substantial increase, the steady and confidence-building trend has been evident since the beginning of the year. It is worth noting that the market is heavily influenced by interest rates, but in our case, the recent buyers in San Ramon are primarily well-educated professionals working in the tech industries in various capacities. Their presence in the market contributes to its overall stability and growth. However, one factor that is currently slowing down the market to some extent is the return to office policies being implemented by the companies that they work for, which is leading to increased working days on site for many employees. This situation is creating some adjustment in the market dynamics, but does not overshadow the positive trends and overall strength that we've observed. And finally, interest rates. The recent decrease in interest rates by 8 basis points is certainly welcome news for all parties in the market. While it may seem like a small decrease, it can have a meaningful impact on mortgage affordability. However, it is important to acknowledge that the high cost of mortgages compared to a year ago remains a barrier to entry into our market. If interest rates were to drop back below 5%, it is likely that we would see a resurgence of the hyper-appreciation observed last year. This would drive prices up and in many ways reduce housing affordability, albeit in a different manner than the current downward pressure on values caused by the high interest rates. This delicate balance between interest rates and housing affordability is a crucial factor to consider in understanding the dynamics of our market. Because of the low inventory and high consumer confidence, the San Ramon real estate market continues to experience property value expansion. Rising prices and bidding wars are becoming more prevalent. However, high interest rates serve as a check, preventing prices from growing at an unsustainable rate. Overall, the market remains in the moderate to strong seller's market territory, providing favorable conditions for those looking to sell their properties. Thank you so much for tuning into our weekly market update. We hope the summary and commentary provided valuable insights into how our market impacts your options. If you have any specific questions about navigating the market to buy or sell a home, don't hesitate to drop a comment down below or reach out to us directly. We're here to guide you every step of the way. If you found this information helpful, why don't you share it with a friend, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button so you'll always be up to date on the latest real estate news here in San Ramon. I hope you have a safe weekend, and we'll see you next week with a new update.